Yo, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to Film Junkee Live on your Monday. That's right. We're in December now. That's right. Make sure you guys hit that like, thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, do all the things, follow me on all the sock meds, it's all around me. Except for I don't really do Facebook anymore. I don't know why I still have that up there. I should probably update my border, but hopefully you guys had a nice, long holiday weekend. I enjoyed it, but, you know, didn't last long enough. It never lasts long enough, right? Anyways, how we doing out there? What's going on, Buster Barnes? What's up? Considering how crazy both sides of the fandom are, going over CC reviews, Creature Commandos reviews, imagine what Superman will be like. Oh, it's going to be a war zone. I got to just keep remembering that these extremes are a minority. Exactly. That's a good way to look at it. Overall, the first reviews have been great, though. What's going on, Indiana Jake? I'm on part 2 of the Crisis movies on HBO. Pretty sick so far. Nice. I still haven't watched those yet, so. What's going on, Eric? With all these screenings happening, it's a wonder they haven't done any for YouTube critics yet. Are you talking about for Creature Commandos? Yeah, it's interesting. I tried to get a screener. I was a little too late. I just didn't even think about it. What's going on, Music Man? We got Mr. Nobody. Happy Monday, everyone. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving weekend. Can't complain. How you doing, Braden? Just got done finishing the finale of Superman and Lois. Wow, what an emotional finale. That's how you end. Yep, that's good. That's what I've been seeing, and I know it's the end of an era tonight. Superman and Lois ending the DC TV era. And there's already people posting like GIFs and images and everything like that. I'm like, jeez. Nobody holds back, so be careful. If you haven't watched the episode yet, you're probably going to get spoiled. Versus Seed, what's happening? Oh, man, just finished that Superman and Lois finale. An amazing ending. Good. I still have to, I'm only one season in, so. What's going on for you, Jason? Good to see you, buddy. Who else we got here? We got Shano talking about that stuff. Happy December. We got JD McRae. What's going on? We got Phil dropping by to say hello. Gonna dive in the skeleton. Yeah, that also is showing up today. Interesting. That's right. Kind of want to watch it, but I don't know. I might wait a little bit. Super Godzilla's X Vlogs. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. We got Ted Fitzpatrick. Come on, Max. Release it. Yeah, I know. We got till Thursday. It's gonna be Thursday. 2 episodes at least when they first release it. So. And anyways, let's see. No, for Superman. Let's see. Blues, your color. Looking good. Thank you. Appreciate that. I love this shirt. It always hides in my closet. I always forget about it. NK Productions. It's a James Gunn project. Of course, it has overwhelmingly positive reviews. So, yeah, we'll talk about those reviews. But, you know, we got other DC news to talk about as well as all the other things that happened over the long weekend. We'll also talk about the box office. The box office apparently was the biggest ever when it came to box office return. I mean, of course, you know, some of that can be due to inflation, but at the same time, it's good that people went to the movies this weekend. I didn't go. Maybe you guys did. I sure as hell didn't. But it's nice to see that the box office, was doing well. So. And, yeah, hopefully you guys had a good weekend, ate some leftovers. I think I'm good on turkey for a bit. Yeah, good on turkey for a bit. Also went to, like, a birthday gathering as well. Thankfully, they had Mexican food. And Mexican food that they served. No turkey or ham or anything like that. So I ate pretty damn good this 5-day weekend I had. Man, 5-day weekend. It was great. It was nice. But, of course, back to work today and everything, so. And totally didn't even know that the Creature Commandos review embargo was going to be dropping today, so. Yeah, we'll go over what people are saying. There's not like a ton of reviews that are out there, but, you know, seeing the internet reaction. And then, of course, we'll go to the Devil Fruit site to check all that out. All right. Oh, yeah, guys. You know, one of the first thing, actually, when we get started right here, and I saw this, and this is a great, I don't know where this was taken, but I saw, because, again, a lot of UFO, UAP talk, And it just seems like people aren't as interested as they once were. Maybe, I mean, people aren't interested. I mean, I go down the rabbit holes now, and I look at my For You page on Twitter, or when I, scrolling through YouTube Shorts or even TikTok, man, I'm seeing these videos, and it's just crazy. But do you guys realize that apparently tomorrow is supposed to be like some kind of crazy event that's supposed to be happening? I don't know if you guys heard this, but it's kind of creepy, kind of weird. But there is this one dude, I forgot what his name is, really smart guy who invented like basically an AI predicting technology. He invented it back in the 90s. And of course, it just got better and better through the years. And back in 2009, this technology, this AI, scanned the internet and just kind of predicted that Donald Trump was going to get interviewed by Joe Rogan on his podcast, and that was going to trigger an event. So 39 days after the interview, there's going to be World War, basically War of the Worlds in the skies, like UFOs, military, and UFOs fighting other UFOs. It's going to be pure madness. That day is now tomorrow. That's because obviously it did happen. Donald Trump was on Joe Rogan's podcast. They did a whole podcast, and that was 38 days ago. So crazy, absolutely crazy. And I just love this right here. I'm an X-Files fan, and I was like, that's pretty cool. Good old Mulder right there saying, told ya. Yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah, you can just like go search for it. There's people that, I forgot what the guy's name was, but yeah. So you could search for it on YouTube or whatever, search for it on Twitter. You can find like people explaining that little video. When I first heard it, I was like, holy crap. Absolutely insane. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, folks. This might be the last Film Junkee Live if shit goes down, huh? Wouldn't that be insane? You just all, you're cozied up, you're in bed or something like that, and all of a sudden you just start hearing, you're hearing like jets going off, hearing explosions and all this stuff, and all of a sudden it's just like, it's fucking Independence Day in the sky. That'd be insane. That'd be absolutely insane. But, we'll see what happens. Probably not going to go down. They'll probably wait. Although there's been a lot of, like I said, seems like a lot of UFO and UAP activity, I tell you. So it's just pretty crazy. So we got Deadpool and Wolverine. Deadpool and Wolverine, they got away with a lot, especially being R-rated, the first big-time, serious, hard R-rated Marvel Studios project. And, of course, Marvel Studios owned by Disney, so it was like, holy crap. Nobody thought it was actually going to happen. I still remember there were so many doubters that thought that it would never happen. They would never make a Deadpool movie. Now they did, and $1 billion, so they know they can make mature movies, mature content. That's great. Should be great. But there was one joke that Disney said, nope, you're not going to put that joke in there. Only one joke, which is good. And Ryan Reynolds, I think they posted like a part of the script right here. So Deadpool says, that's 4. Wait, is it Magneto? Dear sweet God in heaven, let it be Magneto, because with him, and then it continues right here, and then Billy says, he's dead. Deadpool, fuck! What, we can't even afford one more X-Men? Disney is so cheap, I can barely breathe with all this Mickey Mouse cock in my throat. Jeez. Wow. So there you go. That was the one joke that Disney was like, nope, can't say that. Can't put that in your movie. It's not even that great of a joke. Kind of funny, but, I don't think it's all that bad. But, pretty graphic, I guess. A little graphic talking about Mickey Mouse and his bada bada bing bong, It's pretty funny. It's not bad. We got Jeff Fowler right here. Very much looking forward to the Sonic movie, Sonic 3, which comes out the same day as Mufasa. And I'm not really excited about Mufasa. So I'm going to go see Sonic 3. Who cares about Mufasa, in my opinion? And apparently, according to early projections, Sonic 3 is actually projected to actually win the weekend. Right now, the projections are looking better for Sonic 3 over Mufasa. That should tell you something right here. But Jeff Fowler, the director, he posted this concept art right here. Our Sonic Movie 3 journey began here. This was the first piece of concept art we created for the film. The story of Shadow and Maria is one of the most important in the entire Sonic universe, and we knew we had to make it great. So there you go. Posted the concept art right there, which we've seen this shot in the trailer, and they definitely did a good job of translating the concept art into live action, so that's pretty sweet. With Keanu voicing him, it's going to be pretty awesome. It's going to be pretty freaking awesome. Let's see, I talked about that in the Vodka stream. Don't need to talk about that. But hey, good old Patrick Wilson. Patrick Wilson given some praise in a recent interview. I think it's a recent interview. I don't know. Probably not. Maybe it's an old interview. But anytime you have somebody that was in Watchmen give praise to Watchmen because of how ahead of its time it was, which it very much was, because coming out in what, 2008, right? Came out 2008? Or was it 2009? I don't know. It was like 2010, one of those. It was basically when Marvel was starting to like kick into gear and everything, right? Patrick Wilson said Zack Snyder was ahead of the curve. You need movies to go so dark that then Avengers can go so light. I think I've probably read that quote before, but it's just always a good reminder of like, yeah, there was something about that movie, right? Something about that movie that was ahead of its time. And we got a mystery here, folks. We got a mystery, and I tweeted it out because I was kind of going like, wait a minute, who is this mystery person that was at the Fantastic Four wrap party? That's right, Fantastic Four First Steps, which I still think is a dumb title. Wrapped last week, and they had the wrap party, and Pedro Pascal teased a certain actor that was there, and there was also another video that was making making its way online, talking about showing like that they covered like an actor that was on set for those last bits of shooting. So most likely doing post-credit, mid-credit, doing some kind of cameo. They kept them covered. So kind of wondering if this is the same actor. But Pedro Pascal, silly goose, blurred his face or put like a little box and a little king thing over his face. Now, naturally, everybody's first reaction is, it's Robert Downey Jr. It's Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, I could see how that would be the, obvious answer, but Robert Downey Jr. is sober. There is a beer in front of this person. There's a beer right here, so I don't think that that's Robert Downey Jr. Could be a non-alcoholic beer, but I doubt that. Just kind of doubt that. And a lot of people were looking at he's got some chin pubes going on right here that are gray, so that's interesting, and his hair looks like a little fluffy. Some people were saying it's Cillian Murphy, and he's actually the real Doom or something like that. Some people were speculating that. And then somebody in my mentions actually said, what if it's Oscar Isaac? And I was like, okay, could be Oscar Isaac. Maybe he's just there. I don't think that they would have Moon Knight in the movie. But then again, there could be something weird when it comes to multiverse things. So maybe could be something. I don't know. It is interesting. So your guess is as good as mine. It's just definitely not Robert Downey Jr. because of that beer. That beer is a good indication that it's not Robert Downey Jr. So, I guess we'll find out, huh? But I love that they're doing that. Yeah, tease it. Teasing it. And guys, I started putting up my Christmas decorations. Thanksgiving is over, so, you got to bust out some of the decorations, put them out. I'm sure some of you guys did it too. I see people around my neighborhood, got the Christmas lights up and everything like that. So I put up my first Christmas decoration. What do you think? How do you think? This is my little elf guy here. So I don't know. How's that look for a first decoration? Is that good? It's a good way to start. Good way to start the decorations. I'll put more, but I'm just saying, why not, start off with this right here? I don't know. People keep on laughing at it. I don't know why they're laughing at it. It seems like a perfectly normal decoration that has, an elf is waving. Elf is just waving right there. So I don't know why people are laughing at it. I don't get it. Why would people laugh at that? Bunch of weirdos, man. And I think people have just like sick minds. Sick minds. A bunch of sickos out there. And then check this out. Ooh, Birth of Justice. Sculpture by Supercraft Laboratory. Oh, it's a Batman statue. It is a beautiful Batman statue. Probably costs a lot. So, dear Santa. Look at this thing. Oh, look at that. Birth of Justice. Look at that. You got Batman right there. You got all the bats around him. You got young Bruce right there on his knees. You got his dad's hat. You got the pearls. Oh, the detail. The detail. Look at all that. Got the Wayne logo right there. Gorgeous. You got the tears. And then, of course, there's always a video when it comes to these. You can pre-order it soon. Oh, the texture. Whoa, you can even change the ears, of course. Damn. December 7th. Whoo, yes. Santa, 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 can you hear me? That looks so cool. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. All right. What else we got? Oh, and then there was this. Hey, I didn't watch it. I don't know if you guys watched it. And we're not going to watch it here. But did you guys know that there was... Sony decided, hey, we're going to show you the first 8 minutes. The first 8 minutes of Kraven the Hunter. That's right, with the little introduction right here from the star, Mr. Aaron Taylor Johnson. And I didn't watch it. I posted it because I saw it was on the feed. So I did post about it, and but decided not to watch it. I do plan on seeing it, you know, just fresh. Sorry, had a sneeze there. Something is trying to attack my nose right now. But yeah, I didn't watch it, so if you guys want to watch it, it's out there. Some people, you know, some people were hyped about it. Some people were like, meh, you know, got everybody's opinion right here. It's kind of bad, but why? Wait till it comes out on streaming. A little too, he said, too little, too late. Action looks good, which hasn't been the issue. I do not need a background context for why Kraven is the way he is. People need to stop thinking Thanos is cool because he's relatable. Is he? He was wrong. And all. Mad. Please, Sony, stop. Sorry, my nose has just been giving me problems for like half the day, so apologize for the little sniffies that are happening. Hopefully I'm not coming down with something. Could just be something that passes along. But yeah, there you go. So... all right, so I mean, I'm still gonna go see it. I have high hopes for it at least. And then of course, Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning. Of course. What is it gonna get? What is every movie getting? And it's just gonna continue on, which is cool because some of these damn popcorn buckets are cool. But Tom Cruise has helped to design a popcorn bucket for Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. That's right. The only catch is you can't open it unless you're running with it, you know? So you're going to have to, like, put your popcorn in, and then it'll be able to open if you're running at, like, a certain speed. You got to run at, like, Tom Cruise speed right there. I don't know. To me, it's probably going to have, like, some kind of match, you know, dynamite thing, like a wick, something like that. Maybe, you know, it'll self-destruct in 5 seconds, whatever the hell. It's going to be pretty cool. So, I'm curious to see what that looks like. And then, of course, speaking of popcorn buckets, Mufasa has a popcorn bucket. Actually, it has two different theater chains, but we have a video for this one, which is for Cinemark theaters. So there's their popcorn bucket.
Well, what do we have here? Oh, this is the thing. What thing? It's the thing! I appreciate the neck strap, so your mouth never has to leave the bucket.
I think that's a handle, Pumbaa.
Why stop at popcorn? I eat all my meals out of this thing.
Well, I know what I'm getting you for the holidays.
There you go. Pretty simple design. They didn't go too elaborate with it. I think it's pretty good. Not too shabby. But there is another one. And here's the other one. This one's a little bit more elaborate because it shows like the... you know, a cliff or whatever, and there's Mufasa, I guess, right there, who's a little older, and then Pride Rock popcorn container. This is from Regal right here, so if any popcorn bucket collectors out there, there you go. There you go. And then speaking of collectors, oh, I know Scott was all over this one. When it comes to McFarlane Batman, first issue, Detective Comics. This is also a beaut right here. Very beautiful right here. It's Batman holding on to that dude, swinging across, cape looking all good, and you got the little buildings right there. And of course it says Detective Comics right down below. You gotta love that. So, yeah, two awesome collectible things. God bless Margot Robbie. That's right. I mean, I think you all can agree, like, you know, God bless her. She's awesome, amazing actress. Goddamn, just drop dead gorgeous, of course. But God bless her, you know, when it comes to her, of course, breakout role in Wolf of Wall Street. Well, there was a particular scene in there that I think we all can remember. You know exactly which scene I'm talking about. But listen to what she actually had to say right here.
Margot Robbie is sharing why she chose to do her full frontal nude scene in
Yes.
Wolf of Wall Street. The actress reflected on starring in the 2013 film alongside Leonardo DiCaprio while appearing on the Talking Pictures podcast. In the movie, Robbie has a full frontal nude scene, one she says she pushed for even when director Martin Scorsese offered an alternative option because she knew it was true to her character.
He said, you know, like, if maybe you can be wearing a robe if you're not comfortable. And I was like, that is not what she would do in that scene. She would not put a robe on. The whole point is that she's going to come out completely naked. That's the card she's playing right now.
Robbie also took matters into her own.
God bless you, Margot Robbie. Her idea to do a full frontal nude scene. Yes. Oh, where's it at? Thank you. Thanks. Yes. Yep. Gotta love that. She looked better in Tarzan, and that was pretty much it. Yeah, well, nobody asked you, Axel. And she was naked, so that's what we're all talking about here. Come on now. All right, what else we got? I think that's pretty much it when it comes to tweets. Not too many tweets. So there you go, guys. All right. What do we got here? All right, let's go ahead and start diving into some of this DCU news. All right, well, let's first off, let's talk about a couple of things here. Of course, you know, when it comes to DC, Superman and Lois is wrapping up tonight. I know some of you guys have already watched it. Like I said, I just, when it came to DC, like CW stuff, I just kind of fell off. And I did watch the first season of Superman and Lois. So I have 3 seasons to go through, which is good. I'm glad I have that still. But I know it's the end of an era, which is pretty crazy that it's ending, and that's going to be it. And then, of course, well, we got other DC TV stuff. You know, hopefully. I mean, obviously, we got an animated show that's going to be coming out on Thursday, which we'll talk about those reviews in a little bit here. But, okay, and again, you know, and I wish... so, we didn't really talk about this on the Vodka stream, but last week, again, Jimmy Guns had to answer somebody because, well, it sucks because there are people that secretly want... Not secretly, they're kind of making it obvious. There are people that want Matt Reeves' Batman universe to just be canceled, so then it could actually fuel them. It will charge up their anger and hatred towards James Gunn. And then they probably hope that it will piss off other fans, so then they join them in the hate for James Gunn. So naturally, there's always like more rumors. Oh, it's going to get canceled, blah, blah, blah this, blah, blah, blah that. James Gunn said, like, why would you even believe a rando on social networking? I love how we called it social networking. Okay, Gramps. Anyways, of course not. If it was canceled, it would be canceled. Who has time for charades? I've been one of Matt's biggest cheerleaders for years, since Cloverfield and the Apes movies. We are eagerly awaiting his script. When is that script going to be done? Jeez. It's all good. Take your time, Matt. But it's like, jeez. Okay, just stop. He doesn't need... Okay, Jimmy, just... That's it. Don't need to answer anymore. It's just bullshit rumors. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. And then we had this Superman poster. Okay, so we're all waiting for a Superman poster, and James Gunn said, he was answering somebody and said there are a few Superman posters that are ready to go and more coming. So there's going to be a few Superman posters that are going to be ready to go. Question is, when are we going to get it? Probably with the trailer, we'll get the official poster. And this poster right here was floating around, and it was claimed that it was the official CCXP Superman poster. This one right here, Stopping the Train, which we saw when it came to, of course, the Daily Planet thing, the Daily Planet cover, and you see him like stopping a train. This is from, I forgot exactly who this is from. I can't remember his name right now. It's not an official poster. It is a fan-made poster from a guy who's an actual artist. He designed the poster right here. So it's not official. It's just something that he did. I forgot what his name was. I can't remember what his name was, but anyways, and some people, of course, are making fun of it because they're like, oh my God, the conductor is dead. The Superman killed the conductor. What are we talking? The conductor is dead. Which is kind of funny because I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I thought we were okay with superheroes killing people. Weren't we? Aren't we? Aren't we fine? No, but no. I'm assuming that, in the context of Superman stopping the train, that the conductor was probably not in the control room right there. Probably moved towards the center and probably probably got down into his seat and put his head between his legs. But, you know how it is. Twitter's funny. And yeah, James Gunn said right there, it's not, but it's beautiful. So, he liked it. He definitely liked it. Let's see, what else we got here? There was mention, I guess, because Alan Tudyk, who's voicing half of the DCU. Seems like Alan Tudyk is voicing most of the DCU, but apparently Alan Tudyk, not only is he voicing Clayface in Creature Commandos, he's also going to be voicing, he's also voicing William Magnus, who of course is, who created the Metal Men, and apparently it's been, I guess like people who are familiar with some of the projects are saying like, yeah, James Gunn wants to bring Metal Men to some kind of, a show or onto the big screen, live action, who knows. But it's like Alan Tudyk is also going to be doing that. So, all right. Interesting. And then we have Gunn right here. This was actually well said right here. This is from Collider. So James Gunn, he's been really just wanted to let it be known. I'm like, hey, we're not just going to do any kind of half-ass things. We're going to have, it's all about the script. It's all about the script. It's all about the script when it comes to the DCU. And we want to make sure that everything is A-okay before it's officially greenlit. Now, yes, it is kind of weird. It's like, okay, here's a slate, but it's all not greenlit. But I guess I understand that because it's like, all right, we have to put out a slate, get people excited. But yes, we're not going to greenlight everything until we have fully a script. So here we go.
I think that we need to go back to even back in the day when I came to Hollywood, right? Scooby-Doo got greenlit because people liked the script. You may like the movie, you may not like the movie, but it got greenlit because people like the script. And today people are greenlighting projects because an IP has to be out on a certain date, which means that the screenplays are worse and movies are suffering for it. And TV is thriving because there's so much good television out there and movies are just really suffering. And it's not because people don't want to go to the box office. It's not because, people don't care about that format anymore. It's because the movies aren't as good. And it all comes down to the writing, and to have a director out there, shooting his heart out and trying his best with something that doesn't have a third act, it's just self-sabotage. And we got to quit doing it as an industry.
Absolutely agree. Yeah, absolutely agree with that. I don't know. I don't know why we wouldn't agree with that. That should be the standard. Should be the standard all around right there. That's the way Hollywood should be. And hopefully, yes, he does take that approach, and hopefully things go smooth. So I like it. Kudos. Let's see. What else is there? Was there anything? There's going to be some other things too. There was, okay. Okay, there was an interesting little exchange, Twitter exchange when it came to James Gunn. I don't know if you guys saw this right here. It was kind of interesting. So James Gunn took to Twitter, and it's kind of interesting because he was making a joke over a joke tweet, and it's Officer Martinez, who I follow him, and we follow each other. Just like a parody account, Officer Martinez, hey, Mr. Wayne, from the Batman. He tweeted out something, and James Gunn quote tweeted it. James Gunn says the Superman trailer has been delayed because of a new Kendrick Lamar GNX album. And then, of course, says all that, and I like how it got community noted, even though it was an obvious joke tweet. And then James Gunn said, I see less true things here every day. And, just making the joke because he knew it was a joke. And then somebody was just, this person right here really got upset, saying, you blame it on X, give me a break, James Gunn. The government literally censored Americans on every platform for years, and you want to talk trash about true things on here? What's even funnier is that all of it takes you saying it's not true, like you've done with other rumors. And then what else did he say? He said, so why don't you just do that instead of making And then he brought up this right here, which a lot of people are like, why are you bringing up this right here? If I'm correct, it seems your father just died, and I'm sorry about that. So I understand you being upset. But I was talking about the internet, not about X. And the original poster was making the original poster, as in Officer Martinez, was making a joke, and so was I. Yeah, because he looked at his profile, which that's a common thing. I do that too. When I have somebody who's upset in my mentions, I'll just scroll through their profile to see, like, okay, what's going on? And yeah, if you actually click, it seems like this person's, this guy named Paul, his father did pass away. Now, this is one of those times where Jimmy Guns just shouldn't have responded, for sure. Now, I don't think it's as bad as some people are making it, but yeah, it should have been one of those times where it's like, dude, don't hit send, don't hit send. But at least even like, Paul right here, he didn't even take it to heart too. He said, fine, I'll take it. It doesn't change the fact about things. I mean, he was still a little upset. He goes, now I will say, I do understand why you might have a problem with X, considering blah, 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 and talking about all this, but nothing too crazy. But yeah, he went to town, but yeah. So I was just wondering, it's like, you should have just walked away from that one. But hey, it does happen. It does happen, sadly. Anyway, we got a cinematographer for the Supergirl movie, and it's a good cinematographer. If you know, well, you know. And I posted about it too, and I was like looking at his filmography, and I was going, okay, this guy works with Alex Garland like crazy. There he is, Rob Hardy right there. Let's see, Rob Hardy, director of photography. He's going to be officially, it's been revealed right here. Obviously, we got it all right here. Director of photography, shown right there. And he's basically done all Alex Garland movies. Ex Machina, Annihilation, Men, the recent Civil War, and he also did Mission Impossible Fallout. So really good get right there when it comes to that. And James Gunn did confirm it as well. So he confirmed it on Threads or Blue Sky, whatever the hell. So that's a good get. Definitely a good get right there. All right, and let's see. Now we're just seeing reviews. All right, and then we got this right here. So it looks like I was wrong, guys. Looks like I was wrong, because the last time that it was revealed that James Gunn had a screening for Superman, I just assumed that, why would he say if it's a test screening, why would he actually talk about a test screening? But then again, it's Jimmy Gunn's. So I just assumed that it was a screening for execs. That's why he was talking about it. That's why he mentioned it in a response to something. But apparently it was a test screening, which is interesting. And then James Gunn right here, when he was being interviewed, mentioned there's another one that's going to happen.
James, you did also mention a couple of the other DC projects that are in the works. The next big release is Superman. Can you give me any hints or secrets or tips?
I am really excited about it. I'm about to go do our second test screening after this tonight, and I'm excited about that. I know that I like the movie I'm making when I'm excited to show it to an audience. It's not always the case. I'm always sometimes a little more scared, but I'm just really excited to show it to people. Again, it's been a great process so far. Wonderful actors all around. Wonderful crew.
Oh, what I would give to be in the room for that test screening.
Oh boy. Anyways, so there you go. So another test screening, and hopefully it goes well, because you know how test screenings can, if it doesn't go well, that's where the studio starts going, uh-oh. But luckily, it's DC Studios, so I don't think it's going to be like that bad of a thing. Hopefully not. All right. What else we got? Okay, and then there was this too that I wanted to bring up before we start diving into the Creature Commandos. James Gunn mentioned this too, which is very interesting. Talking about scoopers and everything. So we got scoopers. He's aware of scoopers, obviously, and you can see this right here. You can see this right here where. Wow, am I already sharing my screen? Okay, I was like lost there for a minute there. All right. Let me set that up again. So scoopers, when it comes to scoopers in the DCU, James Gunn basically talking about okay, he knows of one scooper that is actually getting a lot of things right. That's right. He's actually saying that because obviously answering people said there is one scooper who is pretty damn good, I must say. I wish he didn't spoil stuff so much, but he definitely gets some respect for the amount of stuff he gets right. That said, he's still incorrect at least 30% of the time. So who is it? Who is it? Who do we think it is? Daniel RPK? My time to shine? Is it, who is it going to be? I don't know. I think I have a feeling it's, I think it's the Nexus News, Point News guys, or guys. I don't know. I know there's one individual who was doing the DCU leaks who is getting a lot of the casting things right and the shortlist stuff right. He's been getting that stuff right and reporting that before it makes it to the trade. So that's what my guess would be. I don't think it's actually one of the, scoopers out there with the crazy names or Daniel RPK. I don't think he's talking about them. I think he's talking about, I don't think it's that. But I don't think it's Snyder either. Trust me, I don't think it's that guy either. I doubt it. I doubt it's because, that guy gets so emotional when James Gunn shoots down his, when he debunks his scoops, he gets all emotional and acts all crazy. And, spoiler alert, Jeff Snyder didn't like Creature Commandos. Shocker there, right? But I don't think it's him either, so. But yeah, so he's just commenting about that. I do kind of find it funny because, some of these, never mind. I was going to mention something. But then there was but then we have My Time to Shine. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but nobody knows exactly who My Time to Shine is. Essentially, it's just an account. There's nobody, there's no face, there's no actual name or anything like that. And it's always been speculated that, Grace Randolph was actually the one that's behind My Time to Shine. And she had a clip going around, and basically My Time to Shine quote tweeted that clip saying that, oh my God, she's a goddess or something like that. And then it was just a funny exchange right here. You had her say, haha, I appreciate the shout out, My Time to Shine. It's odd that some people can accept there are two separate female entertainment reporters, because apparently My Time to Shine is female. And then Josh Den of Nerds right here gives the gif of suspicion. And then she says, fuck off, Josh. It's a lot of, I've heard that before too. Somebody's actually told me that it's actually her. And I'm like, oh yeah, good old Grace. She actually did mention something. She called some James Gunn fans little bitches, James Gunn's bitches or something like that. There was that clip that was floating around. But then if you get the full context of the clip, because obviously, a lot of people just like to clip out the thing that they use as ammunition to, fight the stupid discourse that's out there. So when I kept seeing like a 6-second clip of stop being James Gunn's little bitches or something like that. And it was funny. And then you get the full context. She basically talked about it. And I would play it right now, but my ears and your ears, I want to save our ears. Anyways, yeah, she basically said she has no hate towards James Gunn or anything like that. He did throw some shade at her one time, and she was like, where did that come from? But it's because you said something that was incorrect and blah, 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 and you've done that before. And it's like, well, of course, that's what's going to happen. So, yeah. And that's just what happens. Sometimes you're just going to, when you have a scoop or you're saying some information and they don't like it, they're going to call you out. And that's just part of the gig. But she actually says that, you know, she doesn't have a problem with James Gunn. She liked the Guardians films. She's looking forward to Superman. She's looking forward to everything. Kind of curious how she feels about Creature Commandos, though. I don't think she posted her review when it came to that. So, yeah. Good old Grace. Good old Gracie Pants. Grace tries to say she has no hatred. Yeah. But I think she's got a little bit of, you know, there's a little bit there. There's definitely a little bit there. There's a little bit there. But what I do find it kind of funny, though, is like, I mean, for a while there, you know, the Snyder community was not too fond of Grace when it came to certain things. But of course, now that she's said stuff like that, they're like championing her. Same with Jeff Snyder. That guy's a douchebag. I mean, he's the worst. He's like, you know, and he used to throw shit at Snyder stuff and stuff like that. And now that he throws shit at James Gunn, they're lifting him up. And I'm just kind of going like, did we just forget that, you know, we once did not like these people, you guys, but now since you don't like what's going, okay. I can't keep up. I don't understand it. I mean, remember that one time like a while back, probably maybe a year ago. It might have been like a year ago when I was live and I had no idea until somebody mentioned that she followed me on Twitter. And I was like, no, she doesn't. Grace doesn't follow me, because I used to follow her and then I unfollowed. And then somebody said that she follows me. And then I looked and I was like, holy shit, she does. She doesn't follow me now. She probably caught wind of some of the things I said, because sometimes, you know, I've always said this about her. I respect her for where she's taken her brand and her channel. It's just not my cup of tea. And sometimes when she says some certain things, I'll see some clips. Even recently, I see some clips of some of the stuff that she says, and I'm going, oh, why did you say that? I don't know. It's just not my, you know. So we have a love-hate relationship, guys. That's what it is. That's what it is. But, yeah. All right, let's go ahead. Let's talk Creature Commandos reviews. Reviews are in. Now, there's not many when it comes to the Devil Fruit site. I mean, obviously, there was a lot of positivity online. It was kind of interesting. I totally forgot that it was happening today. And yeah, they got revealed, and I saw mainly positive. You know, there's some negative in there, but the Devil Fruit site, currently right now, only 15 reviews. So kind of curious to see how, because I hate it when certain accounts, like when the reviews start dropping, they go like, oh, it debuts at 100%. I'm like, well, there's only 3 reviews. Come on, let it breathe a little bit. Let it breathe a little bit. Now it's at 15 reviews, and it's at 93% right now. A black ops team is formulated out of prisoners, laying the foundation. Hey, Rotten Tomatoes, you might want to do a spell check on that. Foundation is spelled wrong. For the Suicide Squad. Just saying. A little spell check. Nobody's caught that yet. All right, let's read some of these right here. James Gunn. It's another freaking, what the hell? What's with all the misspellings right here? Animated? Jesus Christ, this is hilarious. James Gunn's animated series is feverishly funny and devilishly cool. The DCU starts off with a bang, thanks. Creature Commandos is a funny, violent, and gory, while still being serious with emotion at its core. We get to learn more of each character bit by bit, and the music is great. Weird, splashy, and fun. And here's the one negative review. I think this is the only negative review so far. Yeah, on here. If DC was going to drop this nihilistic and brutal aspect of DC's previously shared continuity, that's not happening here. If anything, Creature Commandos doubles down on the old, grim, dark DCEU vibe rather than forging a new path. Mr. Debbie Downer right here. He wants it all bright-eyed and cartoony and PG, apparently. Creature Commandos is Creature Commandos is a righteous good time with all of James Gunn's trademark brilliance for storytelling and humanizing the strangest, most obscure characters. An excellent and awesome start to the DCU. Creature Commandos marks the official start of the DCU, and with a team of monstrous anti-heroes leading the charge, it's off to a good start. Man, my nose is going crazy right now. I'm gonna have to go. Hold on a sec, guys. I gotta wipe my nose real quick. Be right back. Of course, this has to happen right when I go live, right? Ugh. Sorry about that, guys. If this series is an indication, the future of the DC Universe is in very good hands. Creature Commandos channels the quintessential heart and dark humor that have become calling cards of James Gunn's found family stories and delivers the best possible start to the budding DCU. Creature Commandos is a colorful and action-packed introduction to the new DCU franchise, but it also already feels like creator James Gunn is repeating old lazy habits. I don't doubt that. Don't doubt that at all. I mean, it's so funny because like everybody keeps on going, so it's just Suicide Squad. It's just Suicide Squad. I'm like, I think we all understood that. It even says that in the description right here. It lays the foundation for the Suicide Squad. So yeah, it's essentially the Suicide Squad, but everyone's a weird creature. I guess that's why they call it Creature Commandos. You know, it's all that and stuff like that. So, hey, thank you, Ted. Thank you, Ted, right there for the $2 super chat. WinX Air Filter Fund. What? All right. Air Filter Fund? Anyways. But yeah, it's just kind of funny because there was that clip that came out and... You know, and then people were like, well, it's just, I saw people say he copied David Ayer because all of them are in like the helicopter, you know, the double helicopter that carries them and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I don't think he copied David Ayer, and David Ayer didn't copy David Ayer copied the source material. That's what the source material have, just like, but I mean, to me, I always thought Creature Commandos, isn't this just like a sequel or is it a prequel? Maybe it's a prequel to what eventually becomes Suicide Squad. I don't know. But I'm like, yeah, it's Amanda Waller. It's Argus. Rick Flag. I'm like, I wasn't thinking it was going to be anything drastically different. And I don't know. I guess we'll see. First 2 episodes Thursday. I'm going to do a first reaction, and then I'll give a full reaction on the Vodka stream on Friday. So I'm looking forward to it. So, yeah, it's Task Force M. Yeah, so it's aren't they? Yeah. It's Task Force M. So that's why I was like seeing, I was like, yeah, it's essentially a Suicide Squad. It's essentially like, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. So nobody's wrong, but I just love how it's like people are hating on it because of that. I'm like, I thought that was the whole point of Creature Commandos. And nobody's copying anybody. Everybody is just looking at the source material and that's it. That's pretty much it. Man, I had people in my mentions. He's copying David Ayer. I'm like, what? That doesn't even make sense. Speaking of David Ayer, he posted some things talking about the Ayer cut again. He deleted those posts, I noticed, when I was scrolling back through because I reposted them, using the hashtag release the Ayer cut. He posted about stuff because, again, he was, he's filming a new movie and he's on the Paramount on the Paramount lot, and he took a picture of the plaque where he shot some of Suicide Squad because studios will do that, they'll rent out studios on a different lot, even though it's Warner Brothers, they could still use like another studio's lot. So he's posting that, he's posting other things, and then like somebody was like, well, you're giving like false hope to certain fans, which those fans, the fans that put a magnifying glass on every little thing that he posts or Zach posts, yeah, that's on them. I always say that's on them for getting their hopes up. So it's never like, it's not David Ayer's fault. But then he said, what am I doing? I'm just posting because I was on the lot and posting pictures. That's it. There was nothing cryptic about it. I didn't think it was anything cryptic about it. And then he was like, and then he mentioned like how the studio messed with his version again but then he deleted them. So I was like, interesting. So, but he's just filming his new movie right now. He did delete them though. So I wonder if he was like, I'm not going to get myself in trouble. Not going to get myself in trouble. All right. Yeah, it's their fault. Yeah, I know. I always said, like, don't get your hopes up. I always would say, don't get your hopes up about anything. And then of course, you know, that makes them upset. And then, you're trying to kill hype. I'm like, I'm not. I'm trying to save you from getting your hopes up over nothing. All right, we got the box office. Like I said, the box office, biggest box office of Thanksgiving history, apparently. Like, just a shit. It was like something about 450 million or something like that. I don't know, but I mean, this box office is just gotten pretty insane. I mean, we had Moana 2 coming out, and then of course Wicked and Gladiator were last weekend. So then of course it was going to come into this weekend, and being the extended weekend, it made sense that this box office was so freaking huge. And of course, Moana made the top spot with 139.8 million, and it's already got a total gross of 225.4, because obviously the extended weekend. And right now, worldwide, 389.2. That's right. So that means there's definitely going to be a Moana 3, and that's probably why Disney is rushing to do the live action, which I think is a mistake, but hey, I'm not Disney, thank God. And of course, Wicked's still killing it right now, 360.3 worldwide. And it overtook Gladiator, because Gladiator had an international head start. So Gladiator sits at 320.3. And apparently, when it came to, Ridley Scott already said, yeah, Gladiator 3 is most likely going to happen. I'm like, geez. It's like he's trying to get as many movies done. I mean, he's up there, man. He's up there and still trying to do all these movies. But the only drawback that this weekend has, the only drawback is the fact that you have sequel, adaptation. There's nothing original. That's the only drawback. It's like the biggest Thanksgiving weekend, and it's sequel, adaptation. It's nothing original. Nothing original like, man, remember back in the days when an original big blockbuster came out. I think those days, hopefully those days aren't done, but at the same time, you're looking at something like that, it's like, damn it. Oh, well. Sorry, I was just like, what the heck is going on here? Ooh, cool. Got like a weird message a weird email, I should say. Gladiator 2, is it good? I liked it. It's not as good as the first. I enjoyed it. I could see why people are having a problem with it. I enjoyed it. You saw my little reaction review. I actually enjoyed it. I just felt like it felt rushed. And according to the cinematographer of Gladiator 2, he actually said that Ridley Scott has gotten lazy when it comes to filmmaking, and was rushing shots, using too many cameras to get one shot and moving along, removing things in post because he was just like kept wanting to go. And he's apparently, Ridley Scott's known for doing that now that he's gotten older, that he's just all go. So they have to do some post-production stuff and everything. And yeah, you definitely feel it. Like I go, man, let this scene breathe a little bit. Something dramatic just happened. Let it breathe. But I enjoyed it for the most part. But I'm not like big in the whole, like, I mean, the first one's great, fantastic. But I was never big on the whole like medieval gladiator type movies, So I'm not like the biggest fans of like those types of movies. I would say Gladiator's up there, though, if I had to pick a movie in that genre, for sure. Isn't he 90? I think he's, late 80s. I think he's like 88, 89, something like that. So he's up there. He's definitely up there. All right, let's see. Let's go to some questions now. See what you guys have to say over here on Twitter. Load it up. All right, here we go. All right, Darkness Under the Wind. Dave, question 1. Frank Grillo confirming Rick Sr. will take Waller's leading role of Argus. Do you think after Waller's arrest, Rick Sr. gets appointed near the end of Creature Commandos, Superman, or beginning of Peacemaker Season 2? I would say probably has to do with something with Peacemaker. I would have to guess. Question 2, how would you feel if in the end of Peacemaker Season 2, Peacemaker gets forced to work for Argus again, and for the first time, Vigilante does too, then either near the end of Deathstroke and Bane movie, or after Deathstroke gets forced to work for them, and maybe Bane too? I mean, there is the, drawing a blank. What's the movie where the group that has Bane in it? Something 6, right? That's not Sinister 6, no. I forgot what they're called. Somebody remind me. Question 3, if you don't get at least the rest of the first chapter of the DCU revealed at CCXP Brazil, then could Gunn be planning to reveal it after Peacemaker Season 2 concludes, since we will be 3 projects in and will have seen what this universe has to offer? I wouldn't be surprised if we probably will get that Secret 6. There you go. I knew it was an S. Thank you, Versus Seed. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something at Comic-Con next year, to be honest. Devin Wooter. Hey, Dave, are you surprised that Creature Commanders getting good reviews? Do you think Zack Snyder fans will hate this? The love is getting... I watched... well, some of them do, of course. Just the ones that are loud. That's it. Let's see. What did I say? Am I surprised? I'm not really that surprised, to be honest. I watched Indiana Jones movies 1 to 4. Do you have a favorite scene from them? I don't know about a favorite scene, but this one right here, Last Crusade, that's my favorite of the 4. Well, the 5, I guess you could say. Mr. Nobody, hey Dave, after watching the Creature Commandos trailer, I feel like it's giving very strong Harley Quinn animated series vibes, which I'm totally down for. And I'm also glad that we're keeping Blue Beetle. I feel like it was a little underrated. I enjoyed Blue Beetle, to be honest. You know, I didn't have any real issues with it. I mean, it was a little campy and whatever, but I enjoyed it. Jamon Watson, hey Dave, do catch up on Superman and Lois season 4. Yeah, I got to catch up on way more than that. I have to catch up on 2 seasons prior. Eric, hey Dave, more I think about it, the more I love the Patreon crew's consensus last time we chatted on Bruce Campbell for Zack's Dark Knight Returns. Bruce? Really? I don't know about that. I mean, I think he might be able to pull off. It'd just be hard to... because he would have to play it pretty freaking dead serious. But here's the next big question. Who for Dark Knight Soups? That would be curious. I don't know. Just Bruce Campbell as Bruce Wayne, the way that he is in that, I don't know. He would really have to go dark. And I've never seen him play like super, super serious. Then again, maybe that could be a good thing. I mean, he definitely has the look. But I don't know who'd be older Superman. I don't know. Can't really think of anybody right there, so. Yeah. Bane was in a team. Yeah, Bane was on the Secret 6. And that's what a lot of people were assuming, that the Bane and Deathstroke movie might be a Secret 6 movie. Because we all know that Jimmy Gunn's, he loves doing like these team-ups. These random team-ups, which I don't mind. I mean, he's got a formula. Let's face it. He's got a formula. His formula is taking obscure characters who are grouped together against their will. They're not good people, and he likes to just go with it. You know, that's his formula. Now, it's not going to always work. You know, this is the 3rd time he's doing it. Well, you know, 3rd time as in, you know, obviously he made 3 movies, Guardians of the Galaxy. Third group, I guess you could say. So doing another one would be interesting. But at the same time, I understand, because it's like, why not? You know, that's what he likes to do. It's worked. So, and we'll see if Creature Commandos ends up being a hit. It's going to be interesting, especially when more reviews start coming out and that the tomato score goes down or fluctuates or whatever the hell. So, yeah, I guess we'll see. All right, guys. Sorry again for freaking stupid nose getting all itchy and runny right now. Hopefully I'm not coming down with something. Hopefully I'll be all right. Stuck on some vitamin D and C. All right, guys. Hit that like, thumbs up before you leave. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Follow me on all the sock meds and everything around me. The Patreon, I posted a Patreon pod last night. So if you want to go check that out, just rambling for about 20 or so minutes. Go ahead and do that. You guys have a good rest of your nights. Have a good Tuesday, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. We'll be talking about some reviews, and God knows what else we'll be talking about. All right, guys. Love ya. Talk to you later.